Sorry about that, fellas. Jesus, Christmas. I could have filled a cowboy boot with my piss just now, my God. Whew! 2 Gatorades and a couple glasses of Captain Morgan after. And, I'm back, though. So this is Game 7, PSL, third finals. The winner gets $50. Both these players qualify for my bracket of beasts, which is going to be in about 2 months' time. I would say maybe 3 months, which is a $500 winner takes all. I'm putting up the money. I just really wanted to support, you know, kind of local StarCraft NA players, you know, and I don't know. Pay those pros, man. That's what I say, you know. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for playing in the chat. My name is Wisecracks. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. All that shit. I appreciate it. And, you know, thanks for coming out and supporting local, kind of local grassroots StarCraft, man. Especially now, I want to thank all the players that played. We had Root Petraeus come out, E.G. Suppy, E.G. Huck, GRAV Trace, GRAV DeeMo. I mean, there were so many awesome players. Root Caliber. I mean, there was just so many guys that came out that was just, it was awesome. So I really appreciate those guys coming out, bringing some notoriety to the tournament, bringing some high-level talent, and obviously allowing us to watch some really good games. So Huck peeks in, he checks it out, he sees what he sees. He sees it's a Reaper opening, obviously, and Huck with an interesting little building placement here. Kind of walls off here. The Reaper can't escape. I like that. And Huck's going to get in his way, or DeeMo's going to get in Huck's probe's way a little bit here. And the Zealot comes down to absolutely destroy this bunker. Hopefully it gets canceled, which it does not, unfortunately. But DeeMo starts his reactor shortly after the Reaper gets out there. And Reaper's going to be able to obviously kite the Zealot to death, unfortunately. The Zealot's like, why can't I run faster? And the Stalker's like, I got you, bro! The Reaper's like, motherfucker. He bounces out, because he's smart, he knows. He'll come back, though. He's going to pop up here and cause some shit, I imagine. But we're just going to see some good old-fashioned TVP here. So, for those of you who are left, I don't actually have any of my admins. Everyone had to go to bed. So I'm not going to see who gets to answer these questions. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to say some more trivia questions just for fun while we watch these two guys kind of macro up. Alrighty. Let's see here. Alright. Considered by many as the OG of video games, pinball has been an arcade staple for close to the last 40 years or so. What many people do not know is that for a long time, pinball was actually illegal. It was banned in America because it was considered gambling, because it was considered a game of chance and not skill. And pinball actually didn't have flippers, the buttons you pressed, until 1947. So technically they were right. It was just a game of chance. There was really nothing to do. You just launched the ball up and have it come down. People would tilt it and shit. Until eventually a 26-year-old magazine editor who, in front of the city council of New York City, a bunch of reporters and a bunch of witnesses, claimed that he could get the ball to go down the middle lane just with skill alone, which he did, and which caused the city council to revoke the ban on pinball immediately, almost immediately. The question is, who is that 26-year-old journalist who kept pinball from being illegal? We should all thank him. So I will check in the chat, obviously, Edward 21. Bobby G, you have won the gift card for $25 to Amazon for being the Quizzo champion all night, for sticking with me, first of all, for the entire show, and being quick with your fingers, quick with your Google, quick with your knowledge, whatever it was, you won it, you deserved it. So do me a favor. If you don't have Twitter, then leave me a holler in the chat. Leave me like your address or your email address so I can contact you, and I will mail you the gift card. Because you've been a good sport, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming out. So Trace is with the standard little 3-racks play, stim timing, getting that factory. Hasn't started any infantry upgrades yet, but I imagine that they'll be coming soon as his gas begins to rise, as he's getting his second, third, and just his second and third gases. Looks like Huck lost his observer, unfortunately, by that turret. But this is Game 7, so whoever wins this is going to win the $50. And they're both qualified for the $500. So at this point, I think these guys are obviously buddies on the ladder. They play each other very often, so I think they're kind of just having some fun with this here. But now let me tell you something. The first PSL tournament, DeeMo did not drop a map. He did this build, literally, no shitting you, every game. 3 racks, 2 tech labs, and this timing, he did it a little bit earlier before because he would do it even before he expanded. I mean, this was his devastating blow. Now, I just don't think... Now, there's tons of force fields here. We got a photon overcharge for sure. It's a lot of bio. A lot of Marines. And they're turning around. Whoa. So DeeMo finally starts his upgrades here. But so does Huck. As also, he's got his Colossus coming out soon. So the more time DeeMo gives Huck, the more time Huck has to obviously defend this. Once the Colossus are out, your medevacless bio army is somewhat irrelevant. Huck takes his third, feeling that he's got a force big enough, to kind of defend any shenanigans the Terran might throw his way. And I wouldn't be shocked if the Terran takes his third soon. He obviously has his command center already being built. And getting double medevac production at this point. And I imagine these reactors are going to be for double Widow Mines. Considering that Widow Mine drops has been, I will say, Huck's crutch so far this series. But this time he's going Photon Cannon in the main. Huck does not, right as I say that, he's not falling for that shit again. But again, this is still a pretty big sizable bio army. No upgrades, but it's going to time out with 1-1. Oh, I'm sorry, no, with 1 +1 attack and combat shield. Which adds, some survivability to these Marines. Now this Observer's going to check it all out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And this Zealot's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And this bunch of ragtag motherfucking rednecks is about to stim up, take some drugs, and attack this Protoss army, but let's check it. Let's check it. He's going around this giant hole here. I can see force fields kind of boxing these guys out. DeeMo's doing some nice good time warp. He decides to go. He stims forward. The force fields land, double time warp. Guardian shield and the Colossus are right. I don't know. The Colossus drops. Can he get the second one? They both lose pretty much their entire armies. A nice warp in from Huck, and he still has 1 Colossus standing, and these medevacs have to get the fuck out of there. More drops. More drops. DeeMo has more drops. Huck he'll defend it because he's got cannons everywhere, right? Well, gets a new mothership core. He's got cannons here. This Terran little group, ragtag group, not going to do nothing to this Colossus. And the drop is going to kill this cannon and decimate this mineral line. Actually, not that bad. Pretty bad. Oh, medevac gets caught at the last second. Kills tons of probes, though. I would say at least 4 or 5. And a nice stim forward here. Small little group. The ragtag. Nice pickup from DeeMo. Good micro. And that medevac just gets away with 24 life, which is literally 2 shots would have killed it. Because this is armored, right? Yep. Armored mechanical. 2 shots. That thing's donezo. And it was filled. That was the filled one, too, which is the ironic part. So Huck's going to resaturate his third base. He's going to resaturate his second base as DeeMo saturates his third. Drops mules everywhere. Taking gases everywhere. Got double upgrades going while on top of vehicle weapons, obviously. Vehicle weapons? Vehicle weapons? What the hell? Oh, for Vikings. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to say, like, what the fuck vehicles does he even have? All right, small little group of Blink Stalkers coming forward here, and they will not be able to do anything against that, but I think he's just poking forward a little bit, just seeing what DeeMo has. Blinking away immediately. Doesn't lose 1 Stalker. Doesn't lose 1 Stalker. Nice blink. Doesn't even lose 1. He loses 5 health on that Stalker. Huck takes the 2 towers, checks it out, and sends the stalkers back in. And DeeMo scans himself for some reason. I guess looking for an observer, perhaps. Widowmine drops all the way. Excuse me, I'm tired. It's 1 a.m. here in Philadelphia. But that's nothing. I'm probably going to stay up and eat food and play more StarCraft all night. Watch Reddit. I'm sure Pro League starts in a couple of hours. I have to be at work in 5. I probably won't sleep, though. I don't know what Huck's doing here. I mean, he's keeping his Colossus up here. He's making tons of Colossus at a warp prison, and he's kind of just walking up and down the alleys here with these stalkers. I guess he's trying to establish a little bit of map control, but DeeMo has a legitimate sized army of Marine, Marauder, Viking, and Medevac. Now they're going to poke forward, obviously, and check it out. He's got enough Vikings to drop Colossus, that's for sure. But he's going for a motherfucking doom drop. And hopefully, for DeeMo's sake, it does not run into this observer, which I think it's gonna. This is still a pretty big army. But the Blink Stalkers are going to be ready for it. DeeMo, no, the Blink Stalkers are going to be ready for it, DeeMo. DeeMo! Okay. Not bad. Nice warp-ins from Huck. Big stim forward on both sides from DeeMo. He's going to attack the third base. As he's attacking the second base, the Colossus come. They clean that up pretty easily. Just in time for them to go back and deflect the third base. Huck's defense tonight has been impeccable. But these Vikings are going to start two-shotting these Colossus. 2 Colossus go down. 3 goes down. 4 goes down. 5 will go down. All the Colossus are being dropped. The Marines and the Marauders are just stemming forward, killing these Zealots. And I don't know what to think here. DeeMo still has Marines in the still has a dropship in the main here. He's gonna get the warp. He's gonna get the perhaps the robotics facility. Now he's gonna back up here. Let Huck recuperate. Let himself recuperate. He's moving to get his 4th base. And DeeMo's still in the main base. He's still in the main base, destroying this cannon. Hopefully getting a pickup, but Huck cleans it up completely and utterly. So, what a great series so far, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. We've actually had a lot of great series. We had Root Caliber versus GRAV DeeMo tonight. That was a great series. We have Huck versus DeeMo right now. Tremendous. These Stalkers with that concussive shell, they slow down. This Colossus is in danger. Maybe not. A lot of ghosts. They have EMPs. They got to be worried about that. But we got tons of Archons coming in. This base is exposed. This is just going to be a couple right clicks and this thing's done. He might even cancel this like now. Thing is, though, DeeMo might trap himself here. It's a very big Protoss army with decent upgrades, I'd say. 1-2 against 2-1. 1-3. And Storm is about to complete now. Most of Huck's wins so far this series have been due, 1, to great defense, but 2, just some really great Storm droppings. And, thing is, DeeMo's maxed out, and Huck is only at 167, and a lot of these Stalkers are going to be destined to totally destroyed. He needs Storm. He needs Templar, and I don't think he has any. Here we go. And more huge stim forward from DeeMo. A lot of gateway units with no Storm. This could be DeeMo's time to shine here. The Colossus, there's just no Vikings. The Colossus are just decimating the bio line. Here comes a Storm, unsuspecting. Nice snipe from the Ghost there. That was excellent. DeeMo, while this is happening, is taking his 4th and 5th base. Huck retakes his 4th. While DeeMo dances outside with a 44 supply lead. He's got a lot of medevacs. He's going for another drop here. I don't blame him. There's really nothing at all here that can shoot up in the air or shoot anyone or blink forward or do anything. And he can still draw the army out of position by going up here. That's exactly right. And these two medivacs are going to do massive damage. I really think, unless they run into these cannons, which should not shoot them out of the air, this natural expansion is done. If he moves in and even just draws the army out of position, that's fine. This base is done. The Nexus is going to go down. Now, there is going to be a storm here, most likely, with a nice warp into Zealots. But I don't think this Nexus is going to survive. And he's just going to pull out, and he's going to get out. Pull out, get out, and look at that. At the same time, he cancels 2 Nexi from Huck. Huck loses his natural, and he's going to lose more. Nice storm. But even if the warping comes, he's out of here. DeeMo grows up here. He's going to get hit by some cannons, unfortunately. Which might actually kill the weakened Marines. There's not enough time. But we have DeeMo on 5 bases and a maxed out army on Huck. 2 mining bases and 153 supply. This has been a long game. Every one of these games has been 20-plus minutes. Thank you so much for your patience, and hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I certainly am. I get to cast this game with Huck and DeeMo. What a classic match so far. TVP. Ghosts getting murdered. Stalkers blinking away. Storms. Colossus. We've had some good shit here, right, ladies and gentlemen? So DeeMo's complaint last game was, how does Protoss survive? I had so many bases. And he's got the same scenario, but he keeps walking into storms. You know, only Maru is supposed to be able to just stay tier 1 in Terran and win. Storms are being dropped everywhere. Colossus with their thermal lance. The Vikings are dropping the Colossus ASAP. The Colossus will both be down any second. Massive bio army kiting this Protoss army, it looks like. Well, and oh, DeeMo, you're in control with the medevacs. DeeMo just lost a ton of gas by losing those medevacs. His attention was obviously not on them. But he's making 4 medevacs at a time. He's got a 40 supply lead, a 2 base saturation lead. Well, not really, obviously, but Huck playing great D, holding strong. This group of Stalkers coming forward. Gonna have to blink back. And DeeMo closes off that wall, which is good. Now, the Blink Stalkers can still get in there, but it's going to keep, well, the Colossus can step over it. The Stalkers can blink over it. It's going to keep the Zealots and the Templar out, but there's another drop from DeeMo up in the thing. He's taking down the Robotics Bay. If he can take down the Robotics Bay, that'd be huge. That means no more Colossus. But there's no medevacs, so they get cleaned up pretty quickly. And I don't know if that was worth it. Now, DeeMo does have a sensor tower up. And Huck's army's getting pretty impressive. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. Missing this drop. Oh my god, Huck shooting down the medevacs. Now, Stim Marauders could have killed every one of these if they just had even just 1 medevac support, maybe like right back here somewhere. But DeeMo's definitely being very active with the map on the drops, but I'm afraid that he's being too drop active and you know, spreading himself out too thin. He's throwing away small pockets of army. It's kind of what MVP did today, actually, in, what was that? Was that Red Bull? DeeMo's got plenty of bases. He's just got to... I know it's a tough angle to kind of jump in here, especially with Colossus, but... Huck's going on the high ground, taking that Templar down. 4 ghosts. 26 damage versus light. Jeepers, creepers. Luckily, I don't think there's anything light. Oh, yeah, they're light. Oh, that's probably why the snipe. Duh. But this Templar's in good position to storm here, but he's also in position to get sniped very easily. And Terran comes through with the maxed out army. A lot of Vikings that take down the 1 Colossus that's left. Nothing but Archons and Storms. 1 Colossus coming across here, but a bunch of Vikings that are unnecessary. Good kiting from DeeMo, but he's bulked up. A Storm could really hurt him. 158, 164 to 129. Both. DeeMo's retreating. Huck's got him on the run. Nice aggressive blink forward. But Huck now has to be the one who retreats, but he walks right into a bunch of storms. Excellent, excellent, excellent play by both players. We're reaching the 30-minute mark for maybe the 4th or 5th time tonight. Good level of play today. By the way, that pinball question, I don't know if anyone got it yet, but the answer was Robert Sharp. Roger Sharp. Who, is actually a famous guy in pinball. If you just Google him, it's going to say Pinball Wiki. But, yeah, man, pinball used to be banned. It's pretty interesting. I didn't know that. Huck's army looks scary. GRAV DeeMo's army looks scary. And he's trying. See, the thing is, he's only doing 2 drops at a time again. I just don't think that's worth it. But these Blink Stalkers are going to come in there. There's nothing really to drop. This Templar could get a feedback. Instead, he just drops a massive Psionic Storm, and the Colossus cleans up the rest. Huck's defense is fantastic. This drop gets cleaned up. DeeMo is just, I think he's trying to drop too much. I think he's spreading his army out too small, too thin. Now listen, this is huge. No more Colossus for Huck. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. DeeMo's got a massive army. This is the last Colossus left. This is the last 3, baby. No more coming. Big army fight, fellas. This could be the end. And DeeMo walks away. They are tied at 164, 166. Stimmed bio against an Archon. Vikings are going towards those Colossus, and EMP went down. All the shields are down. Those Colossus are going to literally melt in a couple seconds, but there's 2 Templar creeping with enough energy for 2 Psionic Storms. As Huck's army rolls out and decides, you know what, nah, I like it back here in our base on the high ground. We're going to hang here for a while. A lot of dancing in this game. Game 7, nobody wants to lose. Oh, man. So I hope you guys love StarCraft as much as I do. You know, Nathanius actually put something on Reddit today, which I totally agree with. He said, you know, it's a really great time to be a StarCraft fan. And at first I was like, is he being facetious? Because obviously StarCraft numbers are low, and, you know, people think Toss OP and all this other bullshit. And you had League and Dota just dominating numbers-wise. But really, I mean, you can go to bed. If you're in North America, you can go to bed watching a premier tournament like Red Bull or WCS, and you can wake up to a premier tournament like Code S or Pro League. And obviously, I'm a huge Code S fan. That's obviously the highest level of play and the most, in my opinion, entertaining level of play. With the best observers, mind you, unlike myself. Good storms falling down from Huck. Good storms on the Vikings. But good dodges from DeeMo, too. He's making him waste the energy. You're not landing it. Tons of charge lots, though. A lot of Blink Stalkers, too, can get aggressive with them. The Vikings are going to go towards the Colossus, but they had to cross over the Stalkers. The Colossus go down in 2 seconds. But DeeMo's army is disappearing without any medevacs. It seems like DeeMo kills the Colossus and he can't destroy the rest. I don't know if Huck ever made another robotics bay. I don't think he did. This base is pretty much mined out. There's 235 left. This base is all he has left. Oh, I take that back. He has this one. 2 base saturation against 1. Not even really. DeeMo's running low on money here. His mules are raping the land. Huck's army is looking scary and it's moving out. The problem is, well, I don't think he has a problem. He has 2-3 upgrades against, well, 3-3. 3-3 bio ball. I mean, there's really nothing in this game that can kill something that fast. And some stimmed Marines with 3-3. I mean, shit. Maybe a bunch of Banelings, but that's it. Here we go. Good Stalker engagement. Some dancing, some posturing from both players. DeeMo with a huge drop over here with one of the only remaining bases left. He gets the Nexus, and he's going to get out with his life. Wow. Huge, huge opportunity from DeeMo. Now the only remaining mining base for Huck is right here. And Huck he's not rolling in money. He's got tons of gas, but he needs minerals. Now DeeMo needs to make sure that these do not get intercepted and shot down because they are filled with a large portion of DeeMo's army. Nice drop over here now, too. Now, this base is pretty much mined out, but at least you can get some pylons, at least get the Nexus, at least draw the army out of position and keep them away from your vulnerable, positions over here. Obviously, the medevacs just pick up and boost away. It's so frustrating. Huck down about 50 army supply. What a game. Guys, what a game. I hope you guys are appreciating this game because I am. Unfucking believable. Oh, looks like a storm may have gone down. So you have DeeMo kind of regrouping in this middle section here, and Huck moving out with a massive, massive Zealot army, while DeeMo is dropping in the main, unpowering gateways left and right, lowering pylons, supply blocking Huck and making him turn around. And he is still in the main base, and can he get the... Wow. Wow. Excuse me. DeeMo with a lot of medevacs, a lot of Marines and bio. Huck with one mining base. A nice army with Templar, with Storms. Now the majority of his army is back here. But we will see. This is a big army coming from Huck. A lot of Zealots. A nuclear launch detected. Wow. A nuke on his only mining base. Now, nukes aren't as good as they were in Brood War, but... yeah, obviously that didn't do much but blow down some shields. But it made the probes move. And he's just going to do it again. DeeMo's income, let's check the income. I'm sure it's by far. Yeah, it's a lot more. Look at Huck's gas income is 0. 0. Protoss cannot work that way. Cannot have a mass Zealot army. Considering when your army mostly is already nothing but Zealots. DeeMo can easily lose this, though, with a couple bad storm engagements. That might be one of the last Templar that Huck has, though. Huck's, oh, never mind. He's got this full one with full energy. Another one with full energy. The storms are going down. DeeMo's moving back. Huck, nothing in production. Pure fight here. Tons of charge lots with armor. 3 armor. The Vikings land. Great idea on the high ground. A lot of good range. Storms are dropping, though. Supplies 163 to 94. Both teams dropping extensively, but Huck dropping way more. Nothing left but these Stalkers and a couple. 1 Archon, and his income is minimal, if that at all. 100 minerals is all he has. 95 gas. DeeMo is going to chase down the remaining amount. Listen, 2-3 Archons, though, against bio. It can still be done. DeeMo with good income, with bases making money. Actually, no, 1 base to making money against nothing. What dancing in the street. This Archon has no life. He has literally no shield and 1 life. Go home, my friend. Hang with your children in your final hour. Turn into a fucking poof of dust, brother, man. Stimbio comes forward, gets a Templar, gets some pylons. Just dancing around. Let's get to it. Looks like the army. Stim forward. There's nothing but Stalkers. DeeMo, what are you doing? Stim forward. There's nothing but Stalkers. Stalkers versus nothing but Marauders. DeeMo, if you only could see what I could see, you would just walk forward. You cannot be killed. It looks like GRAV DeeMo is going to be the second PSL winner. This is the second time he won. $50 to him, thank goodness. E.G. Huck, what a fucking awesome competitor. So glad he came. So glad that he participated. And he's obviously qualified for the $500 tournament, which, you know, right now I would say he's probably the favorite in, if not GRAV DeeMo. But, yeah, this looks like it's the end of the line for the Evil Genius. Whew. Stemmed 3-3 bio. He's going to do what he can here, but the Planetary Fortress and 100 supply lead, there's just not much you can do. Even if he takes out every one of these supply depots, which is the only mining base of DeeMo's, mind you, there's just nothing to keep him from killing everything here. He might have a sick idea of some type of base trade scenario, but everyone watching knows it's GG. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thanks for watching Trivia. My name is Wisecracks. Follow me on Twitter. I post on Reddit all the time. I sponsor matches all the time. I put up my own money for this. I just love StarCraft, man. I've been watching it since dial-up. And, you know, thank you for watching. Come out next time. We do this every Thursday. Tournament for everyone. I have Quizzo. I give away gift cards. Bobby G, leave me your information or get me on Twitter. Find me somehow. And I will get you that gift card, my friend. Good Googling. Everyone from Huck's channel, thank you so much for coming over. I really hope you had fun. Nuclear launch detected for posterity's sake. Motherfucker. Excellent, excellent, excellent work. And Huck is still hanging in the game, obviously. He stayed up late. And, great games out of both these guys. Truly great games. GG. Wow, everyone. Thank you all. Seriously.